And there it is. Hey everybody, it's time for Strat-O-Matic baseball. Today we've got the Boston Red Sox at the Kansas City Athletics. And another one and done here. For Boston, Pete McGreeny will be the starting pitcher. Yeah, he had only one start in 1966. Worked 7 innings, 8 hits, 8 walks. Look at the card. It's a repeat of yesterday, right? Oh my God, that's funny. I just now noticed all the walks on the card. Another card I had to print up. And greetings, Kenyon, and hello, So. Glad to have you guys. Boy, what was the name of that pitcher yesterday? Shit, I can't even remember it now. Hang on, it's on the other side here. Cheney. I don't know, oh man, I tell you, my memory anymore. So in McGreeny, we have another Cheney. We could have a bunch of walks today, potentially. Raleigh Sheldon will take the mound for Kansas City. Sheldon in the replay so far is 1-1 with a 4.61 ERA. He's worked 27 1/3 innings across 5 starts, so he's been so-so. Underachieved a little bit. On the other hand, if you look at his hits to innings ratio, boy, that's kind of scary. So we don't have 2 Denny McLains on the mound today, that's for sure. Look at 4, 5, 6 Cheney. Okay. Yeah, why not? Let's compare them. There's Cheney. Look at McGreeny. I don't know who has more walks, to be honest with you. Good grief. McGreeny, less walks against lefties, but a lot more hits, including, look at this, double, double, triple, 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 okay? He's an S5. Anybody want to lay odds on him going 5? Well, you know, it is what it is. Exactly, Ben. Greetings. And there's Keith Long. Welcome, Keith. Okay, we're about ready to get underway. Let me get you the Boston lineup. We'll get this sucker rolling. For the Red Sox, leading off will be Rico Petrocelli at shortstop. Lenny Green will be in center field, hitting second. Carl Yastrzemski in left field, bats third, of course. George Scott, the cleanup man, plays first base. Tony C. in right field, hitting fifth. Dalton Jones will be at second base for the second game in a row in the 6th spot. Joe Foy plays third and bats 7th. Mike Ryan will do the catching and hit 8th. McGreeny hitting 9th. For Kansas City, Ken Suarez will be doing the catching. Hawk Harrelson at first. Dick Green and Campy up the middle. Wayne Causey will be at third base with the outfield left to right of Larry Stahl, Jose Tartabull, and Manny Jimenez gets another start today. And with that, we will be, I'm with Kenyon on this one. If he goes 2 innings, it'll be a miracle. Ben has groceries to buy. I'm not sure quite where that fits in, but I like it. Here's Petrocelli to lead it off. Rico comes into the game at 291, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. Sheldon gets the sign now. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be a 2-7 right-handed. That's a double to 10 on a 19. A long single for Rico Petrocelli, and we are underway. So a leadoff single Rico, not a threat to run. In fact, not much speed up and down this Boston lineup. Good hitting ball club, though. 27 home runs they've hit so far in 21 games. Yeah, right, Ben Cheney hung in there. He walked the house, but he hung in there. Here's Green now. Lenny Green comes in at just 184. No home runs, 4 RBIs. Left-handed batter. Sheldon working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Green. It's a 4-7 left-handed. It's a grounder to second. Dick Green to Campy to Harrelson. Double play. So the runner is erased on the 4-6-3. And Carl Yastrzemski will come to bat. And there's Robert. Greetings, Robert. Are you driving home today? I only say that because that's what my hindered memory tells me to say. Seems like you do that quite often around this time. Yaz comes in the game at 256, 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Sheldon gets the sign now. Here's the pitch. It's a 112. Tapper to third base. Kazi has it across to Harrelson, and that will do it. 5-3. Yaz is retired. No runs a hit, no one left. And through a half an inning, it is Boston 0, Kansas City coming to bat. And welcome to Kelly as well, and Jeffrey. Great to have you guys. Boy, I tell you, I'm still I'm more tired today than I was yesterday. I haven't driven since Sunday, so what does that tell you? If you know, please clue me in, because I have no idea what that means. Here's the lineup for the Athletics. Jose Tartabull, who's off to a torrid start this season. He'll play center and hit leadoff. Campy playing short in the 2 spot. Manny Jimenez, this card just a placeholder. Here's the giant Jimenez card, which we've all seen before. Hawk Harrelson at first base hits cleanup. Larry Stahl will be in left in the 5 spot. Dick Green, the second baseman, hits 6th. Wayne Causey at third base in the 7th spot. Ken Suarez will do the catching and hit 8th. Raleigh Sheldon batting 9th. Defensively, Boston will have Mike Ryan doing the catching. The infield, Scott, Jones, Petrocelli, and Foy from first to third, with the outfield Yaz, Green, and Canigliaro from left to right. And here's Tartabull now among the league's leading hitters at 358. No home runs, but 12 RBIs, 8 runs scored, 7 steals in 7 attempts, and a 2-2 in center. Tartabull has done it all so far for this ball club. McGreeny gets the sign from Ryan. Here's the pitch to Tartabull on a 5-4. It's catcher's card X. That's going to be Ryan, a 2-3. Ryan, defense first catcher. And here's the play on a 5. He makes the play on a pop out to the catcher X. So 2X, 1 down. And here's Campy Campaneris. Campy comes in hitting just 222. He does have 1 home run and 10 RBIs. McGreeny staring in now. Campaneris, right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 6-7 right-handed. Grounder to second base X. That's Jones, however, a 4-34. Hold your breath on this one, and here's the play. That's a 3. He's not going to get that. That's under his glove and into right field for a single. And Campy is aboard. Campy, a speed demon. Star 19. Let's check the battery now. McGreeny, in addition to his other skills, is a +9 hold. Oh my goodness. Ryan's a 0 catcher, but it doesn't make any difference. Campy, a 20, held on. He'll be an 18, and he's going to try for that lead. As Manny Jimenez steps to the plate. Here's Jimenez now. Jimenez on the season, just 3 for 28, 107, only 1 RBI. Campy trying for that lead now, 2 through 6 are 12, looking for an 18. He's got the lead, here he goes, 1-18, and a throw from Ryan, he's stolen it. So stolen base, Campaneris. And here's the next pitch to the left-handed hitting Jimenez. 111 right-handed, a grounder to third base. Foy has it, looks the runner back and throws him out. There's 2 away. And Hawk Harrelson will be the hitter. So Campy in scoring position here in the first inning with 2 out. Harrelson comes in at 291. No home runs and only 1 RBI from their cleanup man. So that tells you a lot of Kansas City's problems. Batting 244 as a team with only 4 home runs as opposed to the Red Sox 27 home runs in about the same amount of games. Boston 11-10 coming in. Kansas City 10-10. Yeah, no, it certainly isn't, Mike. It certainly isn't. Hopefully I got that right. I'm still struggling. Oh, I'm a mess. Let's face it. Okay, Harrelson, runner at second, 2 away. Here's the pitch to Harrelson. 3-8 right-handed. That's a high fly ball to deep left field. Yastrzemski back at the track. Leaps. It's gone. Hawk Harrelson with a 2-run blast. And Kansas City takes an early 2-0 lead. Let's have another look at it. It's a 3-8 to 7. The roll is a 4. Campaneris will score ahead of Hawk. And Hawk with his first home run of the year and his second and third runs batted in. So Harrelson, maybe that's a good sign he's breaking out of his season-long slump so far. And with 2 out, here's Larry Stahl, left-handed hitting outfielder, comes in at 194. No home runs and 2 RBIs. McGreeny into the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-8. Triple to 3. He's going to settle for a long double on a 17. And that's the third hit. A single, a homer, and a double. So the Royals trying to hit for the cycle as a team here in the first inning. And here's Dick Green. Green comes in at 273. 1 home run, 11 RBIs. McGreeny's set now. The windup on the pitch. It's going to be a 2-11, and he hits him. Holy cow. Talk about making matters worse. He can't get anybody out as it is, and now he hits a batter. For Green, that is the first time this year he's been plunked. +5 is the max, yes sir. Yeah, making Campy a 19, a 20. Pretty much anything would. Held on an 18. Here's Causey now. Wayne Causey. Causey comes into the game hitting 209. No homers, 6 RBIs. He does have 5 extra base hits. First and second, 2 down. Here's the pitch from McGreeny. It's going to be a 4-4. Fly to center field X. That's Green, a 2-E10. Green on his horse. Here's the play. On a 19, he's there to flag it down, and the side is retired. So 8X. Causey's retired. And that will do it. But 2 runs for the Athletics on 3 hits. They leave 2. And at the end of 1 complete, it's 2-0 Kansas City. Holy cow. So a rough first inning for McGreeny. Now let's see what Raleigh Sheldon can do. He'll be facing Scott, Canigliaro, and Jones. George Scott comes into the game hitting 264, leads the ball club in home runs with 7, tied for the RBI lead with 14. That's right, Kenyon, no walks. Well, that's a good point, Mike. Yeah, I didn't think about stealing third. Let's see, he would have been just for the hell of it, let's look at that. So a 15 plus 5, 20 minus 4 for the... He would have been a 16. Is that right? 16 to steal third? Of course, he has to get the lead to steal third, or there's no steal. I believe that's right. Please chime in if I'm wrong on that one. I don't do much stealing of third. That is right. Okay, thank you, sir. Let me refresh this so I can see the bottom of the chat. There we go. There it is. I tell you, sometimes the visual on this is strange. Okay, here's Scott now. Sheldon into the windup. Here we go. It's a 1-3. Two hopper to third. Kazi has it. Over to Harrelson, one down. And here's Tony C. Canigliaro comes into the game at 267. 4 home runs and 14 RBIs, which ties him with Scott for the club lead in the run batted in department. Sheldon gets the sign now. Here's the pitch to Tony. It's a 5-12 right-handed grounder to first X. That's going to be Hawk, a 4E18. Harrelson to his right now. And here's the play on a 4. He's not going to get that. That's past him and down the right field line. Rounding and headed to second is Canigliaro, and he's got himself a 1-out double. So Tony aboard with the double, and that'll bring up Dalton Jones. Jones, interestingly, playing second base again, where he's a 4E34. Offensively, he has not played much. He's been in 10 ball games. He's just 1 for 14. Left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. It's a 2-10, right-handed. Pops him up. Harrelson under it. He'll take it. And there's 2 down. That's probably true, Mike, except my phone is what's filming the game. That's my camera. I guess I got to get another phone. That's what I need, is 2 phones. Oh my God, I never thought I would have one. And greetings to Perry. Yeah, when did Tony C get hit? Can anyone answer that? It affected his vision, right? And then he was never the same after that. Here's Foy now. Foy leads the club in batting at 345. 4 home runs, 6 RBIs. Trying to pick up the runner at second here. Sheldon, the windup and the pitch on a 3-5. That's going to be a grounder to short. Campaneris has it over to Harrelson, and that'll do it. So no runs, a hit, 1 left. Sheldon turns the Red Sox away again. Ben got the cams to do streaming. What cams? You're getting into technology now, Ben. You're going to lose me pretty quick. I can't believe I figured out how to stream at all. I'm serious. Okay, McGreeny. Get ready for adventure here as McGreeny comes out for the second. Ken Suarez will lead it off for Kansas City. He's hitting just 167. No home runs, only 1 RBI. Oh, webcam darts. 2 webcams. McGreeny staring in now, gets the sign from Ryan. The windup and the pitch to Ken Suarez. That's going to be a 6-6. Grounder to second base. Jones has it over to Scott. Yeah, there's 1 down. That will bring up Sheldon, the pitcher, right-handed batter, 1W. The pitch from McGreeny. 6-4 right-handed. It's a grounder to short X. That's going to be Rico. 2E38 at short as Rico moves into the hole. And he is not going to... Yes, he is going to get that. It's a diving stop in the hole to his feet. Throws across and gets him on an incredible play by Rico Petrocelli. A 2. The roll is a 3. And would you look at that? Only a 1 or 2 shortstop could have made that play, so we're going to mark that as a web gem for Rico Petrocelli. And there's 2 down. What a freaking play. So McGreeny helped out there by his defense, and here's Tartable. Tartable popped out to the catcher in the first inning. McGreeny under the windup. Here it is, 210 right-handed. It's a solid base hit right up the middle, and now Tartable's aboard, and Tartable can run as well. This Royals team loves to run. They have stolen 21 bases on the season as a team and only been caught twice. Held on, Tartable's at 18. And that's just too tempting. He's got to try for that. 2 through 5 or 12. 11, he does not get it. What is he on the back number? 18 minus 4. He's still 1 through 14 on his back number. But with 2 outs, Campy's going to hit away. So here's the next step for Campy. It's a 4-9 right-hander. A double to 3, and would you look at that? Boy, McGreeny can't even get a break. Double to 3, fly ball B. Otherwise, he rolls to 3. That's going to be a double 2. It does not say. Hang on a second. I'm going to have to go to my computer game and pull up McGreeny's card. That's a 4-9. Doesn't say, so it'll be to center field. So that is a double. Tartable rounding with 2 outs. 17. Green a +2. 19. Here's the play. He's coming. He scores. Campaneris will take third on the play. Probably should have just conceded that. But at this point, they're hoping for a miracle, right? And they've got Jimenez on deck. So it's the clash of the Titans here. Pete McGreeny facing Manny Jimenez. Runner on third, 2 down. And here's the delivery on a 3-5. He walks him, ball 4. Jimenez takes first on the base on balls. Runners at the corners with 2 down. And here comes Hawk Harrelson. Harrelson, of course, with a 2-run homer his first time up. McGreeny in trouble again. Hang on, I gotta put something in there. Oh, I don't think I'd want to watch that again. Oh my goodness. So here's Hawk. Runners at the corners, 2 down. McGreeny set now. That's going to be a 5-9 right-handed, and that is a clean triple off of McGreeny's card. That's going to score 2. Campaneris in, Jimenez in. It's a triple for Harrelson, who's got the hard part of the cycle out of the way. 2 RBIs. And it's a 5-0 ball game. There's action already in the Boston pen. Jim Lonborg's been throwing. He's almost ready, in fact. And here's Larry Stahl. This is one of the downsides of an as-played replay, of course. But we'll see what happens. Plenty of ball game left. McGreeny into the windup. It's a 1-3. Grounder to short. Petroselli will take it over to Scott. And mercifully for the Red Sox, the inning comes to an end. But 3 more for Kansas City. That's probably going to be it for McGreeny. 3 runs, 3 hits, a man left. McGreeny due to bat second in this inning. Am I the only one that thinks we've seen enough of McGreeny? Or do I have some kind of contractual obligation to let him go a little longer? The Red Sox will try to get something going against Sheldon here in the third. Mike Ryan will lead it off. Let's check Ryan's numbers. So far, he's hitting just 108. He is 4 for 37. 1 run batted in. Sheldon into the windup now. That's going to be a 1-5. Base hit into right field. How about that? Ryan just reaches out and goes the other way with it. He's aboard. He actually, well, I don't know because he started and relieved. He only made 1 start. Let's take a look. He was in 3 games, 1 start. He pitched 7 innings total. So he also pitched in 2 games in relief. I'm leaning towards batting for him right here because this is just silly. I don't get that one, so Ed 3, this one. And yeah, Ben, they would go to Lonborg next. He'd be a good long man with a relief rating of 4. Oh, he pitched 3 in this start. Well, in the interest of realism, I guess he probably should try to pitch 3. Let's see how it goes. Can he bunt at all? He's a C bunter. Can't hit. On the other hand, why do you bunt when you're trailing by 5? He's just going to hit 4-2, fly to left field and shallow. Stahl rushing in now. And he's got it. So 1 down. And here's Rico. Singled his first time up. Sport says yank him. He'll definitely be on a short leash in the 3rd. Here's a 6-5 grounder to third base. It's Causey. He has it. Over to Harrelson. Hang on a second. Not over to Harrelson. That's a ground ball B. Causey to Green for the force. Excuse me. I beg your pardon. So Petrocelli's aboard. Ryan's forced, and there's 2 away. And here's Green. Give Pete a chance to walk more guys. Absolutely. That's the spirit, Kenyon. Yes. Absolutely. Here's Lenny Green now. He hit into a double play his first time up. Sheldon from the stretch. That's a 1-5, and he walks him, ball 4. And that'll force Petrocelli down to second base, and here comes Yastrzemski. Boy, you know, if the Sox ever had a chance to get something on the board, it's right now. Remember, Sheldon doesn't have exactly a great card himself. I mean, it looks great compared to McGreeny's, right? But, yeah, it's 0 for 1. First and second, runners take their leads. Here's the pitch from Sheldon. That's going to be a 4-9 left-handed high fly ball to deep right field. Jimenez back at the track, leaps at the wall. It's gone. Oh, my goodness. And Yaz comes through with a 3-run blast. Let's take a look at that one again. 4-9. Homer to 14. He just does get it out on a 13. And for Carl Yastrzemski, his 4th home run of the season, and we got ourselves a ball game. 5-3 is the score now. And George Scott will be the batter. Yeah, oh, I love that. I love it when that happens, man. I really do. Hang on, I got so excited by that I forgot to write in the particulars here. 3 ribbies for Yaz. Ryan scores, Green scores. Here's Scott now. Sheldon, that's going to be a 6-9 right-hander, and it's a 2-hopper to third. Causey over to Harrelson, and that will do it. The 2 ground outs to third by Scott, but 3 runs for Boston on the 3-run homer by Yaz. And it's a 5-3 ball game. Now let's see what McGreeny can do with it. Exactly. Exactly, Ben. Oh my goodness. It's going to be Green, Causey, and Suarez for Kansas City. Lonborg is ready. I don't think that Herman is going to take much more out of McGreeny here. What's McGreeny's career story, Kenyon, or anyone for that matter? Another guy much like Cheney I had not heard of until I was making out the scorecard here. I had to print up his card. Excuse me. So here's Dick Green. He was plunked in the first. McGreeny into the windup. 4-6 right-handed. That's a high fly ball to deep left field. Backing up is Yastrzemski, and on a 4, it is gone. Dick Green with a home run. And here comes Herman, and that's it. That's enough, he says, for Dick Green. Holy cow. Let's see, Green has at least one home run, doesn't he? Let me check my stats. Yes, he does. That's Green's second home run. And it makes it 6-3, and McGreeny's done. Thankfully, right? Naturally, the Kansas City fans are disappointed. So 2+ for McGreeny. He basically had nothing. He gave up 7 hits, 6 runs. Somehow he only walked 1. Did not strike out a batter. Here comes Lonborg. Perhaps he should be called Longborg today, right? Because that's his job, to be the long man. I love it, Kenyon. I love it. Let's check Lonborg's numbers in the replay. He's been in 6 games, 2 starts. 1-1 with a 4.26 ERA. He does have a save, and he's worked 25 innings. So Lonborg getting loose. Wayne Causey will be due up. No outs in the third. It's a 6-3 game. And we're set to go. Causey standing in from the left side, 0 for 1. Lonborg gets the sign from Ryan now. That's going to be a 6-12 left-handed, a fly to right and playable for Tony Conigliaro. He'll make the catch, and there's 1 out. Mike Ryan behind the plate, nodding a bit as if to say, yeah, that's how it's done. And here's Suarez, 0 for 1. Pitch to Suarez is a 2-7 right-handed, and he works out the walk. How about that? Only thing on his card versus righties is those walks in the 2 column, and he finds one on a 2-7. It's a 1-out walk, and here is Sheldon. Sheldon, right-handed batter, 1W. Let's check his bunting ability here. He's a C. Should I bunt with 1 out? Now he's just going to hit. Pitch from Lonborg is a 4-8 right-handed, single to 8, and would you look at that? Raleigh Sheldon has a base hit. Suarez will have to hold at second. Yastrzemski was on that quickly. So first and second, 1 away, and here comes Tartable. Campy on deck. Keith, I don't honestly know about that. Most of my knowledge of Harrelson is, my memory of Harrelson, of course, is him as an announcer. And in that role, he was almost as kooky as I am, quite frankly. Here's Tartable, 1 for 2. Lonborg from the stretch now. Pitch to Jose, a 6-8 left-handed. That's a fly ball to left field, playable for Yastrzemski. He'll haul it in for the 2nd out. And we'll be up to Campy. Campy's 2 for 2 today. A single and a double. Scored twice, drove in a run. Lonborg gets the sign. 3-7 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3, and down goes Campanera. So Lonborg comes in and does a nice job. The Athletics add on a run on the Green home run, 2 hits, 2 left, and we're through 3 here in Kansas City. It's 6-3 Athletics. Anybody's game, I would say, now that it's Sheldon versus Lonborg. We'll see what happens. It's Tony C. to lead it off for the Red Sox. He doubled his first time up today. Sheldon gets the sign from Suarez. And here's the windup. Pitch to Tony is a 6-4 right-handed. It's a fly to center field X. That's Tartable. Tartable a 2-E2. There we go. Tartable on his horse now, backing up. Here's the play. On a 13, he's there to make a nice running catch for the out. So 8X, Tony Conigliaro is retired, and here comes Dalton Jones. Jones 0 for 1. Good left-handed bat, despite being off to a rather slow start this season. I don't really see him as a second baseman, however, but that's where he's playing today. Sheldon gets the sign. Here's the windup. It's a 2-6. Tapper to first. Harrelson will take it to the bag. So that's twice Jones is grounded out to first. Actually, no, he popped out to first in the second. Now he grounds out to first. 2 down, and here's Foy. Foy's 0 for 1. Red Sox leading hitter at the moment. Sheldon into the windup. That's a 2-6 right-handed, and he works out the walk. So a 2-out walk to Foy. And Mike Ryan will get a shot. Well, pleased to meet you, late. I'm Steve. Sorry. I'm really sinking to an all-time low here today. Like I said before, I am tired. So you're late and I'm tired. We'll just call that. We'll settle for that. Here's Ryan now. Singled his first time up. Sheldon working from the stretch. It's a 6'10 right-handed catcher's card X. That's Suarez. Suarez, not a good catcher. 4E16. Let's see what happens. Here's the roll. On a 14, it's a pass ball and a pop out. So he does record the out. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, a man left. Hey, wise guy, eh? Yuck, yuck, yuck. Here's Lonborg. It'll be the heart of the order for Kansas City. Manny Jimenez will start it off. Here's the giant Jimenez card. You can tell the giant cards because they were printed up early before I figured out how to make them smaller and make them black and white, like the McGraney card. Jimenez 0 for 1 with a walk. Lonborg gets the sign. Here's the pitch on a 1-9. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and down goes Jimenez. With 1 out, Hawk Harrelson will be the hitter. Let's see what his real numbers were. We were talking about Harrelson. He only hit .237 that year. A dozen homers, 50 RBIs. I'd have to think this was not one of his better years, to say the least. I'm sure he had better seasons than that. However, as far as today's game goes, he's got a home run and a triple. He's got the hard part of the cycle out of the way as Lonborg comes set. The windup. The pitch to Hawk. 6-6. Grounder to third. Foy gloves it. Takes his time and throws him out. 2 down quickly here in the 4th. And here's Larry Stahl. Stahl 1 for 2. Doubled back in the 1st. Lonborg into the windup. That's a 6'9 left-handed. Triple to 4. He just misses it, and that's going to be down and roll to the wall. Stahl will round and hold at second with a 2-out double. So Larry Stahl with a double, his second double of the afternoon. Stahl, a good base runner. And here's Dick Green. Dick Green was plunked in the 1st inning, responded with a home run in the 3rd. That was all against McGraney, however, facing Lonborg for the first time. Lonborg checks the runner. Now comes set. Pitch to Green on a 1-6. That's a high fly ball to deep left field on a 6. That's going to stay in the yard and bounce off the wall. Yaz picks it up. Stahl will score. And Green will hold up with an RBI double. That makes it 7-3 Athletics. So a 2-out RBI double for Dick Green. Back-to-back doubles, in fact, for Kansas City. And here's Causey now, 0 for 2. Exactly, man, that's what I'm thinking. That woke Green up or pissed him off or both. Causey's 0 for 2. Well, wouldn't it you? I'm just saying. Lonborg, the pitch to Causey, 3-4. Comebacker, Lonborg has it. Takes a couple of steps towards Scott and throws him out to end the inning. However, the Athletics pick up another run on 2 hits and leave a man. And at the end of 4 innings, it is 7-3 Kansas City. Sheldon in S6 as far as endurance goes as we roll along to the 5th. What to do with Lonborg? He's worked 2. What kind of a hitter is Lonborg? He's a 1W right-hander. Let's check the Boston pin. It's not a deep pin. They use Sadowski in this game in real life. Let's see what he's got going. You know, he's a nameless, uncarded computer only also. I'm looking over the Boston pen here now. Actually, I'm going to check the usage display too and see if anybody... You know, they could go along with Bucky Brandon, who could use some work. So that'll make my decision easier. They're going to send up a pinch hitter. Honestly, Kenyon, I cannot remember. I don't think so. But I mean, to be perfectly honest, I've played so many thousands of games in my life. There's just no way I could answer that with any knowledge. Let's see who we're going to bat with here against Sheldon. Let's get Jim Gosker up there, maybe. Let's see what else we've got. They do have Thomas available. I was thinking they might need a defensive outfielder later. It's going to be Gosker. He pinch hit in this game in real life. And he's going to come up here to lead off the 5th. Gosker on the season just 7 for 38. He does have 1 home run. Sheldon ready to work. Gosker a lefty. Sheldon the windup and the pitch. It's going to be a 4-6 to the lefty. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and down goes Gosker. And here's Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli 1 for 2. Sheldon gets the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch now. It's a 6-9 right-handed tapper to third. Causey has it. Throws to Harrelson in time, and there's 2 down. Lenny Green will be the hitter with 2 outs, 0 for 1 with a walk. Sheldon looking in to get the sign from Suarez now. Here's the windup and the pitch to Green. It's a 6-10 left-handed. Catcher's card, that's Suarez, a 40-16. We know all about Suarez. Here's the roll on a 9. E rating, 6 on a 16, and he boots it. How about that? That's what we were waiting for, right? I was looking for that the first time the catcher X came up, actually. So that's going to go as an E2. Green reaches. First error of the game. And here's Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski responsible for all 3 Boston runs so far in this one. Yeah, I was trying to get him back into this with one swing. Here's the pitch from Sheldon. It's a 1-9. Ground right in his good column. Taps it to short. Campy goes the short way to green. And that's going to do it. No runs, no hits, a man left. There was an error. And it's still 7-3 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. New pitcher for Boston will be Bucky Brandon, another righty. Brandon, a nice card, starting in relief, and he hasn't pitched that much this year. That's one reason I made the move to pinch hit. Brandon's only worked 7 2/3 innings. He's 0-2 with a 7.04 ERA. You can see, I mean, this card is certainly much better than that. So this will be a good chance for Bucky Brandon to get some work in and maybe right the ship a little bit. And he'll be facing Suarez, Sheldon, and Tartable. Suarez 0 for 1 with a walk. Brandon ready to work now. Hang on a second, let's write him in. Lonborg worked 2, gave up 3 hits and a run, walked 1, struck out a pair. There we go, now we're set. Here's Suarez versus Brandon. Brandon gets the sign from Ryan. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a 2-3, and he draws another walk. Second walk drawn by Ken Suarez. And he's aboard to lead off the 5th. And here's Sheldon now, a C bunter. He's going to lay it down this time. That's going to be an 8 on a C, and he successfully gets down the bunt, moving the runner over. They're going to score that 5-3. Suarez to second, 1 down. And the top of the order coming up. Jose Tartable 1 for 3 today. Runner in scoring position, 1 out. Brandon into the windup. 6-8 left-handed single to 7, and that is down for a base hit on a 2. Knocked down at first base by Scott, but he has no play. Suarez will hold at third. And Kansas City rallying again here in the 5th. Runners at the corners, only 1 away. Tartable, of course, blazing speed. Brandon a +1. Ryan a 0, so that would make Tartable a 20. They'll have to hold him on. That'll make him an 18. 7-3, that's not too big of a lead to steal, in my opinion. He's going to try for that lead. 2 through 5 or 12, he does not get the lead. And here's the next pitch to Campy. That's going to be a 6-9 right-handed, and that's down for extra bases. That's going to be a double. Here comes Suarez. He can walk home. Tartable rounding. He'll hold at third. They're going to play it safe here. So it's an RBI double for Campy, his second RBI of the game. And it's an 8-3 ball game, and the laugher is on, I'd say, at this point. And here's Jimenez. Second and third and 1 away, the Red Sox will pull the infield in for Jimenez, hoping not to get any further behind. Manny 0 for 2 with a walk. I believe that's correct, frankly. Yeah, 9-0 is a forfeit. I do know that. Infield in. Brandon pitching to Jimenez. on a 1-4, ground ball to the pitcher, B. Okay, I'm going to have to look at this. The pitcher throws home and gets the lead man. What a break that is. I guess if the game was closer, it'd be a break. So that's going to be scored 1-2. Tartable's forced. Campy to third, Jimenez to first, and there's 2 away. And Harrelson will get another shot here. He's got a homer and a triple, 2 for 3. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Here's the pitch on a 4-6, and he walks him to load the bases. So Brandon so far not faring much better than any of the other Boston pitchers. The bases are full with 2 down for Larry Stahl. Stahl's 2 for 3, a pair of doubles. And now Ryan's going out to the mound. Mike Ryan's got to be beside himself today with the assortment of pitchers he's been asked to receive for. Okay, they've got their sign straight. Ryan back behind the dish. Brandon checks the runner at third, now into the windup. 4-9 to Larry Stahl. That's a high fly ball to deep right field. That is off the wall, drifting towards center. Green over to pick it up. Here comes Campaneris to score. Here comes Jimenez in to score. The throw to the plate not in time as Harrelson scores, and Stahl is in with a triple. A 3-run triple by Larry Stahl makes it 11-3. Well, they can't all be close. I love that one, Ben. Great comment. And here's Green, who since being plunked in the first has homered and doubled. Brandon staring in now, the pitch to Green. 5-3 right hand, and it's a fly to right field X. That's going to be Tony C, a 3E8. Tony ranging to his right. Here's the roller on the play. It's a 6, and he's not going to get it. That's down for a base hit, and another run will come in. An RBI single for Green, his 3rd RBI of the day. Stahl scores. Holy cow, and the route is on. And here's Causey as the Athletics bat around in the 5th. Brandon from the stretch. 2-9, tapper down to first. Scott will take it to the bag, and that will do it. But 5 big ones for Kansas City on 2, 3, 4 hits. They leave a man. After 5 complete, it is 12-3 Athletics. Well, that gives Sheldon a little more rope at least. Sheldon beginning his 1st inning of potential fatigue. And again, some great research there by Kenyon. Only 3 times in history has a team scored in every inning. And once, fairly recently, Colorado in 1999. 1999 quite possibly at or near the height of the steroid era. Okay, Sheldon ready to work now with a huge lead. It'll be Scott, Canigliaro, and Jones for Boston. Sheldon into the windup. The pitch to Scott is a 1-9. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Down goes George Scott. half the fans in the stands here in Kansas City are at the concession line buying another beer. Can you blame them? Let's see how many were in the house today, huh? There were only 2,900 in attendance, so there's 1,500 getting a beer. And here's Canigliaro, 1 for 2. The pitch from Sheldon is a 4-11 right hand. That's a base hit into right field for Tony C., and he's 2 for 3. One away, and Dalton Jones will be the hitter. Jones 0 for 2. Sheldon working out of the stretch now. It's going to be a 1-11 right hand. It's a base hit into left field, open single. Canigliaro will round 13. Stahl is 0, trailing by this many runs. They're just going to play at one base at a time. And now there's action in the Kansas City pen as one more hit or walk would fatigue Mr. Sheldon. John Wyatt, the right-hander, throwing. That's right, kid. Yeah, you better believe it. That's why half of them are in line getting another beer. Here's Foy, 0 for 1 with the walk. Sheldon trying to hang in there now. Here's the pitch. 4-7 right-handed. Grounder to short. That's going to be 2. Campy has it to Green to Harrelson. Double play. And the pitcher's best friend gets Sheldon out of the inning before he can tire. No runs, 2 hits, a man left. Nothing going Boston's way today, that's for sure. And Brandon may as well pitch another inning. It'll be Suarez, Sheldon, and Tardible for Kansas City. Suarez 0 for 1, walked twice so far. The pitch from Bucky Brandon is a 2-3, and he draws another walk. The 3rd consecutive walk by Suarez. Like I mentioned before, that's really all he can do on this card. Sheldon's going to swing away. 1 for 2 with a sacrifice. That's a 5-5 right-handed. Struck him out. Sheldon whiffs and flails at 3 fastballs. 1 away. And here's Tardible. Tardible's 2 for 4. That's true, Franken, but I'll tell you another story. In 66, the Astros were handing out free beers anytime an Astro hit a home run when the clock ended on an even number. Think about that one. I was there for that in 1974. My cousin and I got 4 each. 4 apiece for free. I'm not even kidding you. Oh my God, can you imagine the mania? Oh, good grief. What kind of public outrage would that incite today? I'm trying to... Oh my goodness. They had the entire Houston police force parked outside the stadium after the game was over, ready to... Right? Oh my goodness. Brandon from the stretch deals to Tardible. 2-12, it's a base hit into right field. 3rd hit for Tardible. Suarez is just going to hold at second. No sense getting crazy with it in a game like this. And here's Campy. Brandon, a 4-rated reliever for endurance. No issue there. The fact that he's getting shelled doesn't really matter at this point. First and second, one down here is Campy, who's 3 for 4. Pair of doubles and a single. Pitch from Brandon. It's a 6-6 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Campy. And Manny Jimenez will be the hitter. Normally, this is where I would get him out of the game, but I'll probably just leave him out there in this one. Brandon into the windup now. It's going to be a 1-11 two-hopper to third. Foy has it to Scott for the out. And that will do it. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're through 6 innings in a 12-3 slaughter. Brandon will give way for a pinch hitter in the 7th. It'll be Ryan, a pinch hitter, and Petroselli. Sheldon has to be feeling pretty good about things. He feels like he can go the distance for this kind of a lead. We'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, it is. That's right. I didn't even notice that. Thank you, Franklin. First inning, the Athletics failed to put up a run. So here's Ryan now, 1 for 2. The pitch from Sheldon is a 6-5 right-handed. Tapper to third, Causey. To Harrelson for the out, and now we'll have a pinch hitter. Brandon worked 2 innings ineffectively. 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Good grief. Let's find a mop-up man here. This might be a good spot for Grilly. Another computer-only card. Why not? Pinch hitting for Boston. Eddie Casco. Casco hitting .241 on the season. He does have a home run and 1 RBI. Sheldon into the windup now. He takes to Casco. It's a 6-3 right-handed. Fly to left field X. That's Stahl, a 2E6. Good outfielder. Stahl ranging to the line. Here's the play. It is a 1. He's not going to get it. That's going to be down and roll to the wall for a double. So Casco comes off the bench with a pinch hit double. Eddie Casco. And here's Petroselli. 1 for 3 today. One more hit or walk will knock Sheldon out. Wyatt is ready in the pen. Sheldon staring in now. Here's the pitch to Rico. It's a 3-4 right-handed comebacker. Sheldon looks the runner back and throws him out. And it will be up to Lenny Green. So absolutely nothing going the Red Sox way today. Green 0 for 2 with a walk. Sheldon checks the runner. Now comes set. It's a 1-4. Fly to right field, right in his good column. He finds the 1-4. Jimenez right there, barely has to move and puts it away to end the inning. So no runs, a hit, 1 left. We can get Casco's card out of the way. And here comes Guido Grilli. What a name, huh? Obviously a distant relative of mine, I'd have to assume. Grilli has pitched a little bit, if you can call it that. He's been in 2 games, 3 innings with an ERA of 12. He'll fit right in with this game today. Here's Harrelson, Stahl, and Green. Hawk Harrelson, his dreams of the cycle pretty much ended. Homered his first at bat, tripled in the second. Since then, he's grounded out to third and walked in the 5th. Grilli set to work now. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch on a 3-7, right in his good column. He lofts a lazy fly ball into center. Green right there to handle it. 1 down. And that'll bring up Larry Stahl. Stahl's 3 for 4 today. 2 doubles and a triple that cleared the bases in the 5th. Grilly gets set now. Lined up on the pitch is a 4-5 left-handed. Grounded to second base. It just says ground ball A. It doesn't say what base. Okay, hang on. I'm going to go to my computer game here. See if I can get some clarification on this. It's a 4-5 lefty. Ground ball A. Well, he's a left-handed hitter. I'm going to say it was hit to second. You can put anything you want there, I guess. 2 down, and here's Green. Green, on the other hand, he's got a shot at the cycle, but he needs a triple. Since being plunked in the first, he's homered, doubled, and singled. Grilly set now. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-10 right-handed, fly to right field, and playable for Tony C. Backs up a couple of steps and takes it. And how about that? It's a 1-2-3 inning for Guido Grilly. We're through 7 in a 12-3 one-sided affair in favor of Kansas City. That's a good question, Perry. I kind of thought it was probably more likely that he was related to Tony Soprano and Don Corleone. Okay, what else can you do in a laugher but throw in a laugh, right? It's going to be Yaz, Scott, and Canigliaro, the heart of the Boston order. Yastrzemski, of course, produced all the offense so far for the Red Sox today. Sheldon into the windup. It's a 2-5 right-handed. It's a 2-hopper to first. Harrelson gloves it. He'll take it to the bag. That's 1 down. George Scott due up next. Scott 0 for 3. Sheldon gets the sign. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 4-11 right-handed. That's a base hit into right field for Scott. So Scott aboard with a 1-out single, and Tony Canigliaro will come to the plate. Tony's 2 for 3. Sheldon from the stretch now. Here's the pitch. It's a 2-7 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down goes Tony. 2 away, and Dalton Jones will come to bat. Jones 1 for 3. Pitch from Sheldon at 2-12 right-handed, and he hits him. Oh my goodness. So Sheldon would appear to be fatiguing a bit. The hit by pitch, of course, does not count against his fatigue number, but he's certainly been flirting with it the last 2 innings. And Joe Foy will get a crack at it here. Foy 0 for 2 with a walk. First and second, 2 down. Sheldon working out of the stretch. It's a 4-7. Grounder to short. It's Campaneris. He flips it the short way to Green, and that will do it. No runs a hit, 2 left. It's pretty much all over but the crying for the Red Sox. Grilly will come out again. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Bottom of the order for Kansas City. Wayne Causey, 0 for 4. One of only 2 Kansas City batters without a hit today. And the other one's walked 3 times, Suarez. The pitch from Grilly is a 5-2 to the lefty, and he walks him. Lead-off walk to Causey. And here comes Suarez, the aforementioned Suarez, who's already walked 3 times today. Working out of the stretch now, Grilly gets his sign. That's going to be a 3-4, swung on and missed, strike 3. And down goes Suarez. Sheldon, as you might have guessed, is going for it. He's going to swing away. Here's the pitch on a 6-12. Grounder to first base X. That's Scott, a 3E15. This could be 2. Here's the play. On a 14 E range. So it's a 7 on an E15. And Scott boots it. Oh my, nothing is going right for this team. E3. Sheldon reaches. Kazi down to second. And here is Tartable. And yes, for those of you who haven't figured it out by now, I am of Italian descent. So, you know, I enjoy all the... I have no problem with all the Godfather Sopranos jokes or anything like that. I've heard them all. I'm pretty unflappable as far as things like that go. Here's Tartable. He's 3 for 5. First and second one away. Grilly delivers a 3-11. A grounder to first. Snagged by Scott. His only play is to Grilly covering, and both runners will move up. So on a ground ball C, both runners advance. And with 2 outs, Campaneris. Almost, Ben, but I prefer the Reds. And definitely no sparkling. It gives me a headache. I like it, but it gives me a headache. Campy has 3 hits today, 2 doubles and a single. Grilly winds and deals on a 5-9, a grounder to short X. That's Rico. 2E38. And here's the play. On a 7, he's got it. Nice play, Petrocelli throws him out to retire the side. So 6-3X, Campy's retired. No runs, no hits, a pair left on. And we're almost ready to end the misery here today, fellas. Looks like we've still got 13 people in the chat watching a real laugher here. So I can't tell you, I gotta tell you how much I appreciate that. This would have been an easy game to walk away from after about the 4th inning. Sheldon, an S6, he's looking for a complete game. It's going to be Ryan, a pinch hitter, and Petrocelli. Ryan, 1 for 3. Sheldon gets the sign from Suarez now. Here's the pitch on a 2-8. Struck him out. And now let's see who's going to bat. 2-2. I forgot to mark where Grilly came in. Not much left here. George Thomas will come off the bench. Third pinch hitter of the day for the Red Sox. Thomas hitting .308, 8 for 26. He's got a pair of home runs. Sheldon into the windup. The pitch to George is a 5-8. That is a triple to 2. He will settle for a long single on a 13. And 2 of the 3 pinch hitters have been successful at least. And here's Rico Petrocelli. Wyatt takes the jacket off and tosses a little bit. Trying to re-warm himself just in case. Petrocelli 1 for 4 today. Sheldon out of the stretch. 3-12, grounder to short. That's going to do it. It's Campy to Green to Harrelson. And Raleigh Sheldon with a complete game win. How about that? $12-3 is your final. Well, thank you, Kenyon. Thank you, everyone. I'll have the totals for you here in just a second. Sheldon, with the complete game victory, of course, gets the win. He's 2-1 now. McGreeny, 0-1, and goodbye, McGreeny. We will not see him again this replay. So long, McGreeny. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Pretty much what the Boston fans are thinking. Maybe not quite in so many words, but you know. Sheldon surrendered 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits, 3 runs. He walked 2 and hit a batter. Didn't strike out many, did he? 2, 3, 4. Grilly, in his 2 innings of work, surprisingly the most effective Boston pitcher of the day, no hits. He walked 1. The only pitcher not scored on. And 1 strikeout. So for the Athletics, 12 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. For the Red Sox, 3 runs, 9 hits, and an error. Thank you, everyone. Anyone have any ideas for the Chief Spokane Gary player of the game? A lot of good hitting performances for the Athletics. You've got Campaneris, 3 hits, 2 of them doubles. Harrelson, a homer and a triple. Stahl, 2 doubles and a triple. Green, a homer, a double, and a single. Sheldon, a complete game. Yeah, you know, Kenyon, I'm leaning to Green myself simply because of the way he responded after being hit by the pitch. Now, of course, we're using our imaginations there, I realize, but it's fun, isn't it? You could call it a team effort, really. The whole Kansas City team was just on fire today. Particularly impressive when you realize they came into the game batting .244 with only 4 home runs as a team. They hit 2 today. In their 21st game of the season, they improved to 11-10. Boston drops to 500, 11-11. Yeah, there you go. Pete McGreeny was Kansas City's MVP. I'm going to give it to Green, who got 2 votes for Green. I've got the tie-breaking vote, so that's 3 votes for Green. Tomorrow, we head into the holiday weekend here. I will have a game tomorrow. I don't know about the rest of the weekend. I have to be honest right now. We'll see. We'll have to see how it goes. Tomorrow it will be Yankees at Twins. We've got Mel Stottlemyre and Jim Perry. So 2 significantly better pitchers than we saw today. So please join me for that one, 1:30 Pacific. Meantime, thank you again so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And everybody have a great evening. And if I don't catch you tomorrow, have a fantastic holiday weekend. Fire up the grill. Take care, guys.